In August 2012, French prosecutors launched a murder inquiry in the 2004 death of Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat. The investigation was launched after the Institute of Radiation Physics in Switzerland found evidence of high levels of the radioactive element polonium-210 in samples taken from Arafat's personal effects, including his trademark keffiyeh, urine stains in his underwear, and also on his toothbrush. Media reports indicate that Arafat was in good health until he became very ill in late October 2004. He was flown to Paris for treatment and was declared dead on November the 11th. One of Arafat's personal physicians believes Arafat was poisoned, and many Palestinians say the Israeli government is responsible. However, it's unlikely that the new investigation will uncover evidence that Arafat was poisoned. In the media and in various books, the Israeli Mossad has been accused of assassinating enemies with various poisons and toxins. Wadi Haddad, leader of the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, was reportedly poisoned with Belgian chocolates that were coated with slow-acting poisons, causing him to die several months later. Israel reportedly attempted to poison Hamas leader Khalid Mashal using poison that was placed inside his ear. However, in Arafat's case, I'm skeptical there will be any evidence recovered from his remains that will indicate he was killed by polonium-210. Like any radioactive element, polonium decays and eventually it becomes impossible to detect radiation. Based on the rate that polonium decays, known as the half-life, less than 1/10,000% of the original amount would be detectable now, 8 years after the fact. In 2005, the New York Times reported that extensive laboratory examinations were done at the time of Arafat's death in an effort to nail down cause of death, but at that time, there was no conclusive proof that poison was present in his body. If Arafat had been poisoned, the forensics would have shown evidence of a poison during that time frame, and any potential toxins that were present would be much fresher and easier to detect. If polonium was indeed the cause of death, it's also likely that Arafat would have succumbed to the effects of the polonium more quickly than the time between the beginning of Arafat's illness and his eventual death. At the time of his death, the Palestinian Authority may have quietly requested forensic assistance from the British or U.S. government to help determine Arafat's cause of death. It's very reasonable to assume there would have been an intelligence interest on the part of the CIA and MI6 due to Arafat's prominence, but also due to their interest in assassination methodology and tactics. Although the efforts to determine if Arafat was poisoned are sincere from an investigative point of view, even if evidence is uncovered that indicates Arafat was poisoned, it's unlikely that the perpetrators could be identified. At the end of the day, Arafat may have died from natural causes, despite the conspiracy theories.